Krishna wants. I'm completely surrendered to that. And you see, and then Krishna, he reciprocally takes complete care of the Lord Maharaj. So that's actually faith. This is a faith that if I serve Krishna and surrender to Krishna's service to the best of my ability, Krishna will take complete care. And that's actually the faith of the devotee, not just that we believe that God is there, but then but of course it's also logical, understand when if one really believes that God is there, then He's almighty, He is present everywhere constantly, and He knows much better than I do what is the best. So why should I not leave everything up to Him? It's also completely logical. So those who don't have that faith, actually in one sense they are a little doubtful even that He is quite there. Still some doubt. One could also go back to that sex. There's actually doubt that is really there. Because the devotee's faith is that Krishna, He will take care, and he has constant experience of that. It's not only a hope. He's experiencing that from moment to moment. Actually, Krishna is taking nicely care. He's arranging for my service and for my advancement and so on. And I don't have to worry. And it can only be Krishna. One actually, as one goes on in life, one experiences it. Yes, it is true. I'm still here chanting Hare Krishna. I'm still here with devotees. It's only by Krishna's arrangement, and we've been constantly provided. I haven't had experience lacking anything for the time I've been here in this Krishna consciousness movement. Always been given much more than I could ever dream of, and it just comes. It comes automatically. Whatever there is needed is there. Not too much. Krishna doesn't indulge his devotees, but it's just there. Simple food and shelter, which is the most simple thing, and association with the devotee and service, and whatever arrangements are necessary for one's further advancement in Krishna consciousness. It's all being provided constantly. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing that it goes on like that. It does happen. It does happen. One experiences that also in one's services constantly. All devotees have. It's actually so many experiences of that we cannot even remember them all. That in order to make ends meet in the service of Krishna, He came and He arranged everything. It's like in the 8th canto there's a churning of the milk ocean, the pastime there. It's also a very interesting pastime because it's the demigods and the demons. They are working hard and so on, but they have to, at every moment they are facing their own shortcomings. And then somehow Krishna, He comes, He arranges. He brings them together. He arranges that the demigods, they are protected against the belching fire of Vasuki. They plug up the ocean, plug up the mountain, and they cannot carry the mountain, the demigods and the demons. And Krishna, He comes on Garuda, and He lifts the mountain, and jumps up on Garuda, and with the demigods and the demons, and Garuda flies off with it all. And
including the demons and demigods. Huh?
Yeah, and the mountain, and Krishna, and then when they place the mountain in the ocean mountain sinks down to the bottom of the ocean. Kurma here appears and he lifts up the mountain. And also to stabilize, when you churn a mountain like that, it starts, tilting and shaking and it's not, so then Krishna is appearing on top also, simply to keep it stable, like not only from the bottom, but also from the top. And he also has to, when they start pulling, they don't have strength enough, so he has to incarnate from in between, from within, and give him more strength. As a most of nature, then he gives him more strength so they can go on. And he said he comes as rain. They're just about to collapse from heat, and then he appears as rain. So suddenly rain appears and showers on everyone, although it's not supposed to be rain. Then it starts raining, and it goes on, and then finally when the demons they run away with the nectar, then he appears as Muhimurti, and he teaches the demons and gives nectar to the demigods. So demigods they have this long experience again and again. Krishna was there, and he arranged it, and he arranged it, and also as devotees we have to see that it's been arranged constantly. Temple managers often have this experience that there's not enough. How can we pay this bill and so on? And somehow or other, bong, Krishna arranges. Someone came and gave a donation. Everyone has that. Anyone who's been manager of a temple like that has that experience. And again it happens again and again. You have it, of course, in book distribution. That experience is there. It's in all services and in each individual's life. If we perceptive to it, you can see actually Krishna is there, and he's just providing constantly. We have to endeavor, but also he arranges it so it actually becomes obvious it's not us. We cannot control it, but he's there, and he's constantly providing. So, to bring us to the point of actually having complete faith in Krishna, that is what is meant to bring us. Krishna's goal is to bring us to the point of having complete faith in him, so we know that we can give our life to him 100%, and he's taking care without any problem. He's giving all that we need, and we can depend on him. And he wants us to depend on him. He wants us to give his life completely, even though we cannot see what will the outcome be, what will happen in the future. If I give my life completely, what about my old age and my retirement and pension? Who will take care of me when I become old? But that's Krishna wants to teach us that should not be our worry. He'll take care somehow or another. Whatever will happen, we don't have to make arrangements ourselves. We give ourselves completely to Krishna, to his desires and his service and so on, and he will take care much better than we can arrange for ourselves. Actually, the way most people spend their old age is scary. So be locked up in an apartment, quite isolated, lonely, and having nothing in your life except you watch TV, and then you have a whole museum on the wall. There's a whole museum of all the grandchildren. Isn't it? My parents are called the museum of the grandchildren. And that's kind of their living. That's their life. The grandchildren, they don't care about it. They hardly know they're there. But they live through them. It's such a pathetic existence. And in the end, anyway, for me, it's kind of a hellish existence. Is the way most people spend their old age, Krishna will not, and I think that Krishna will not allow, like he will have something interesting in store for us, even for our old age. Maybe he can be useful in his service somehow or other. Or not. If not, then it is just, if Krishna wants to, anyway, I mean, if the old age is that, I'll just be diseased and invalid and left on my own and die a miserable death, okay, then that's how Krishna wants me to die. So be it. I'm not this body anyway. I have this excellent ambition. I'd rather maybe even like the Pandavas, who just one point they just left and walked. They didn't care about it. They just walked until they died. I'd rather. But that's at least glorious. That's something. Could we do it? Probably not. But Krishna is there. We meant to develop that complete faith that Krishna is there. Actually, that's how I came to myself to the point before I became a Guru. That's how I realized that God's existence there, and I actually gained great faith in Him. Going from being completely atheist like that, but I was experiencing that I was constantly being taken care of, and I was like so many other young people, I was traveling around different places of the world without anything, hardly, very little money, hardly any money, and no connections, and so on. But somehow it was all being arranged, and it came to the point where I could depend on that. I started simply planning according to that. It would be arranged, and I found that it was arranged. So actually, I could really at that point I had strong faith that God is there and I'll be taken care of. So I don't have to worry about my future. I don't have to take education and security and so on. It'll be, things will be taken care of. And it was a correct decision. And Krishna has arranged so much, that I can see, but then I got in touch with the devotees and so on. It's all Krishna's arrangement. But at least I have that experience myself. But I forget it. But sometimes, I should become more aware of it because Krishna is there. And He is always arranging. He's always arranging. It was not only just in the past or just now and then, but He does it every today. This very day, Krishna will arrange things that are, and so I don't have to worry about what's going to happen today, my existence and my service and so on. So Krishna is trying to bring us to this point, this Ashravadana. Purusha Dhamma Shastra Paranta Pa Prabhya Mam Nivatante Mrita Samsara Bhagmani. Krishna says that those who do not have faith in this devotional service cannot achieve me. Thus they return to the path of birth and death. That's, as Krishna says, if you don't have that faith in that, again, it's not just faith that it exists, but it's faith that in devotional service, that if I simply surrender to devotional service, everything will be taken care of. If we don't have that faith, then we will return to the path of birth and death. That's actually, so we have to come up to that level, the level of, Prahlad is exceptional, but that faith, we have to come to that level where, in order to go beyond birth and death, to have complete faith in Krishna, and not just theoretically, but actually do it. It's something we have to do. Surrender ourselves completely to Krishna's service, and in complete confidence, Krishna is taken care of. Krishna is taken care of in, planning according to that. So, it's also fantastic to hear about Prahlad Maharaj. Any questions on that?
I was just thinking in relation of this, expecting Krishna to take care and planning for that. I read a very interesting statement about Vijay Prabhu, where he said that at one point in his life he made a promise to Krishna that, and to Prabhupada, that as long as my body allows it, I will continue to distribute books. So I was just thinking about like taking vows like that, or like Kshetrasanya, staying in one place and just doing service there. Like these kind of vows in relation to this expecting Krishna to take care.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we should commit ourselves to Krishna. Say, I promise you, Krishna, I will simply, commit myself to your service, and then, whatever will happen, I'll accept that. That will be your arrangement. It's, there's Prabhupada, and our spiritual master, wants Krishna consciousness spread, and he wants, he and they want us, that's to commit ourselves to that, and then with complete confidence, whether I'm success or failure, I'm living or dead, but I will not give it up. I'll just keep on, no matter what, and in complete faith that Krishna, he is taking care, and he's taking care, and he's doing amazing things. That's what was the question?
I just
taking vows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, taking vows. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No specific question.
It's we should commit ourselves, take the vow that I will, I will serve till I drop. And specifically, one can say, I'll distribute books till I drop, because that is so deep, so close to Krishna and Prabhupada. But in any case, doing what is needful to commit itself to doing what is needed for Krishna's mission to go on, Krishna's service to go on. It's so pleasing to Krishna. And of course one has to carry on. There will be challenges, it will be it will be difficult. So sometimes there will be situations where it will be easier to give up the vow one has made. But that's where the test is. One will then, if one goes on, because if one breaks a commitment or a vow, that's like a dog. That's the honor of the dog, and then one doesn't get any mercy by just being like a dog. But one goes on no matter what, no matter how difficult it is. That's when one really makes advancement and pleases Krishna, and one gets so much mercy. You see that in Vijay, he has so much mercy. He's quite elevated devotee. And it's just from this constant determination. As a know, he's not like a big flashy person, Vijay. But he's just steady and determined and goes on and on and on. And you see he gets more and more purified. Did you meet him lately? Did you meet him lately?
I saw him in Mayapur, I think. I'm not sure.
He was in Mayapur this year. I think he's in Mayapur every year, isn't he? Well,
der nogen, der siger, at når man er gået i gang med bhakti-yoga-processen, så er der ikke noget karma mere. Det kan jeg ikke rigtig forstå, hvordan det hænger sammen.
From the moment when you surrender or start engaging in bhakti, just chanting Krishna's name, all karma is gone, disappeared. There's no more karma. And but Krishna, he will, of course, the body is still karma. The body is a lump of karma. Okay. So Krishna doesn't take that from you. He might say, in one sense, he takes everything, but then he gives a little back. So one's body can continue to exist, and one gets whatever little. I mean, also Krishna is administering parts of one's karma for one's purification. One may get, for example, a certain suffering that one karmically was meant to have. Krishna will still give you that suffering to instruct you. Yeah, that's going on. That's one way that all karma, because it does disappear. You just chant Krishna's name once, there's no more karma actually.
Ja, det vil jeg godt, det bliver det sagt.
Ja, but it's
Så
true.
bliver det også sagt, at det er ligesom en fan, en ventilator, den stopper ikke lige med det samme.
Nej, så det er også det.
Det er også hørt.
Ja, og det er også rigtigt.
Og det er også rigtigt.
Det er også rigtigt, ja.
Så forstår jeg ikke helt. Jeg har været meget syg. Hvordan det er det?
Krishna's arrangement.
Okay.
Definitely Krishna's arrangement. Why? I don't know. But it's all the miseries and troubles we go through. Actually, they're very purifying. Yesterday, I actually sold a Bhagavad Gita to a woman who had cancer.
Yes.
Or had cancer. She thought maybe she still has it, or maybe she got cured for it. But she said that was the greatest experience of her life, and she wouldn't be without it. Actually, she had, gained such a deep peace within, and like become so spiritual because of that. Then she got the Gita. So it's of course not, when you're in the middle of it, it's not easy to understand, and others are telling it can even be but they should also try to suffer like that. One thing, but it is fact. It is Krishna who is through suffering is bringing us closer to him also. Yes. So we should, even for suffering, we should be grateful. It's not karma. You're not under karma. But Krishna is arranging for you to bring him closer to you, because Krishna, you're a beloved devotee of Krishna actually, and but still, like all of us, and also you also have some, still some attachments and so on. So then he's removing our attachments, often through suffering. That's what's going on. It's not karma.
Okay.
It's not karma. Although, in one sense, you might have got the same if you were under karma, but it's Krishna who's arranging it. He's giving you that part of your karma which will purify you and bring you closer to him. That's going on. So actually, you're very fortunate.
What?
You're very fortunate.
Okay. Thank you.
But you are.
Det er svært at forstå, når man lige er lidt.
Ja, det er klart. Jeg kan sagtens sidde her og sige det.
If I can just comment, just a small comment on that, because the important thing is not what is happening to us in our life. It's not what is coming to us, because you don't know the future. You don't know what is coming tomorrow. You don't know what is coming. It can be very good. It can be bad. But your choice is how you react to what is coming. Yeah. So whoever you are, the goal is to, as Lalitanath said, develop faith. Because that faith will make you stay with Krishna until you leave the body. And at the time of the body, we know from Bhagavad Gita, we have to remember Krishna. So everything that leads up to that point, whatever it is, good or bad, whether we're 80 years old and jumping around and distributing books in the street, or we're lying in our bed, But the point is that whatever comes, we don't know what is coming, whatever is coming, we have to develop faith in Krishna. Because that will make you stronger, and that will make you stay with Krishna, and not leave and go back to material life. No? So don't try to understand Krishna. Try to don't try to understand. Don't try to understand Krishna from your perspective. Try to understand things from Krishna's perspective, because Krishna, he's there. Not from your own perspective, because if you're suffering and you're like, so what is the meaning of this? Spiritual life is not supposed to be like this. Just try to understand it from Krishna's perspective, that he's waiting for you. So if you have faith, he's waiting for you. So when you leave the body, then that is perfect. If you have faith in Krishna, that is perfect. Yeah. So we have patience for that, because it's just another 20 or 30 years, That's the perspective, is that it's eternity. What we're going through now is just, we're giving up the last bit of karma.
Så, hold, stop. Det er nok.
Det kan jeg da sige til ham.
Det er nok.
Fortsæt over med mad.
Syre